As a teenager, I got a girl pregnant. 15 years later, I met her and she's the best thing to ever happen to me. Am I the red flag for using my wife's $400 hairdryer on my nards?
We've been trying to figure out how to get my medication. You just don't know what you just did, man.
Today we are celebrating Wholesome Reddit stories because I personally believe that good people are still out there. You know, they're not dead. All right. As a teenager, I got a girl pregnant. 15 years later, I met her and she's the best thing to ever happen to me. Okay. This is that drip bib. I can't get tears on my new merch. It'll look like I went down an amusement park log ride. When I was a teenager, I dated a girl for a brief amount of time. Nothing can really be said about the relationship except that she broke up with me out of the blue with no explanation. I didn't think much of it and went on with my life. 15 years later, I'm 32 and just found out I have a daughter. Turns out the reason my ex broke up with me so long ago was because she was pregnant with my kid. I am more confused than the Hamburglar meeting a zebra. She recently got charged with a bunch of substance charges and told the police that I could take care of her because I was her dad. I was really surprised and felt so many emotions all at once. I'm not gonna lie, I was mostly skeptical about this whole thing, so I got a paternity test done and the results came back positive. Gulp! With that, my daughter is coming to live with me. I don't have any other kids or a partner, so this is going to take a lot of adjusting too. I do have dogs though, so maybe they can be used as a starter bonding moment for us because I don't know how to deal with this. After talking with her social worker, I found out that my ex neglected my daughter, so she isn't going to be used to being taken care of or having structure, which will be a big adjustment for her. She said for her own sake, I have to take things slow. I need to be patient with her and just show her love and support, even if she doesn't want it. I mean, I don't blame you for not knowing what to do. The stork of life just landed on your doorstep and just handed you a mysterious youth. While all the legal proceedings were still happening, I got a room all ready for her in my apartment. The day I officially had to take her, she was very quiet in the car, and when I showed her the room, she didn't show much of a reaction. I told her that I know this is very new for both of us, so I know it's going to take some time to adjust. She has been through a lot from what I can tell. She's very underweight and is not used to constantly having meals. I let her know she could get food from the kitchen whenever she wanted, but that seemed to overwhelm her, so I put a snack bin in her room. I make sure to have all meals at a consistent time so she knows a meal is going to happen. So far it's working, and I can see she's thankful for it. Slowly, her body is getting used to it and she looks somewhat healthy.
Get him a pair of New Balance 407s! He's strutting into fatherhood!
I've heard her waking up screaming in the middle of the night from nightmares. She hasn't told me what they're about, and I don't expect her to yet because I know she doesn't trust me. I have comforted her though, and I'm in the process of finding a therapist for her. On a more positive note, I got her to open up enough to find out some things about her. She loves my dogs and we take them on walks together. She's pretty silent during those walks too, but just spending time with her is enough. Shit. She's smart and loves to read, so I offered to take her to Barnes & Noble to buy some books. She also likes to play basketball, so I bought her a basketball and a small hoop for her room. I want to make her really comfortable here and make her see me as her dad, because I already see her as a daughter. Before her, my life was pretty dull, so I have her to thank for bringing some positive change into my life. The process has definitely been tough for both of us, but I wouldn't change it for the world. She's adjusting pretty well to her new life, both personally and academically. She's gotten A's on her tests after being at the school for less than 2 weeks. I have high hopes for her future and hope she can persevere despite all the traumatic things she's been through. She honestly deserves the best the world has to offer.
So do you, King!
I said I wanted to celebrate her getting those high test scores, so we went out to eat ice cream. It was a beautiful day and honestly a core memory for me. But things took a sad turn when a mother came in with her 2 daughters. You could just tell the girls were having fun with their mom, and all 3 just clearly loved each other. My daughter got really quiet and kept staring at them. I didn't want to pry, so I didn't say anything, and I hoped this would be a moment where she would open up to me about her hardships, because it would show that she was finally starting to trust me and letting me into her life. It wasn't until we were on the drive home that she said sometimes it's hard seeing girls have a good relationship with their mom. She said she got jealous because her mom and her never did any of that. She started crying, and I tried to reassure her that I was going to give her the love and support she never had. She thanked me, but she let me know she wanted to be left alone for the rest of the night. It was hard seeing her cry, but we made progress that day, because it was the first time she had allowed me to see her cry. It's also difficult to know that even though I'm trying really hard to be a good dad to her, she will never know her mother's love. I wish I could fix that, and it sucks that I can't because she didn't deserve to be neglected and possibly abused. Damn. Here we go. 2 months after that, her attitude changed. She was being really rude to me, but I wasn't holding that against her. She had a right to be angry, and if she wanted me to be her punching bag, that was fine, because anything was better than her bottling her emotions up like she used to do. Dude, he's already a dad. His lawns are just full of ponds. They're probably filming season 2 of Queen's Gambit in his front yard right now. It's checkered out. It's checkered out, dude. She's clearly on the verge of like a stress breakdown, and he recognizes it, which is, I mean, very good for him. We got into an argument the other day, and she ended up telling me some very personal stuff that I'm not going to share, but I will say she had a very rough start to life. I was trying my best to comfort her, and it seemed like she was having a panic attack. After she calmed down, we were just sitting in silence, and she said, "You know, you're pretty good at the whole dad thing for being a newbie." I laughed and responded with, "Thank you. Being your dad has been enjoyable." She got quiet again for a while, but then spoke up to say, "Thank you, Dad. That made my whole year. I love her so much." So I just looked this up to confirm because I've heard something about this, but apparently when dads realize they're dads, their body automatically heightens cortisol and stress levels to be more alert for their child, and their testosterone slows down so that they're calmer and more nurturing. And I looked this up because I think even though she's a teen, I bet this is what's going on, because this is a fast lifestyle shift. He probably took one look at her and was like, "She has my high cheekbones," and then started transforming, like when Barty Crouch revealed that he's not Mad Eye Moody. Just, "I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. This room looks like a tornado went through it, young lady." Anyway, the point is, the human brain is fascinating to me. All right, on to the next one. Actually, real quick before we move on, if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that right now is to check out my merch store. And if you place an order, you will be getting a personalized thank you video from me. So that's pretty neat. Okay, here we go. For real. Am I the red flag for using my wife's $400 hairdryer on my nards? Yeah. I have questions. And I'm scared of the answers. 35 male here. My wife, 32 female, bought herself this awesome hairdryer from Dyson, I think. Dyson last month, and she paid over $400 for it. He bleeped the brand name. I've never seen that before. It's amazing. No plugs, no free plugs. This is easily the coolest hairdryer I've ever seen. It's silver purple and has this really cool design. It reminds me of the plasma rifle from Halo. My brother in arms. Guy. A fellow fan? Are you kidding me? It's my favorite video game of all time. I'm wearing this for the rest of the story. Super, okay, never mind. I actually can't see. Super quiet as well. You can dry your hair in stealth mode. I was so impressed by this dryer that I asked my wife if I could use it too. She said I could use it whenever I wanted, and it was good that I use it to better get our money's worth. I started using it every morning after my shower to dry my hair instead of just towel and air drying it like I used to. I have short hair, so it only took like a minute to dry. Still felt like I wasn't getting much use out of it, so I started experimenting. Man, I'm begging you, please don't ruin this. We're bonding, okay? Halo. I tried drying my armpits, makes applying deodorant much nicer, and I started drying down below. Side note, 100% do recommend. Without going into much detail, it just feels a lot more hygienic throughout the day. Oh, he's been using it as a bean cleaner. That's actually a good idea. This morning, my wife walked into the bathroom after my shower and saw something perhaps she wasn't meant to see. For the record, I did not intend for her to come in, but I didn't have the door locked. I had one foot on the floor, one foot on the counter. Hair dryer in hand pointed towards Venus and Earth. I may have also been humming the Halo theme. Are those lights on the helmet? I've had that replica helmet for 2 years. I didn't know that lit up. There's a button. Are you kidding me? You guys know how many times I've put this on my head? Not once have I even accidentally turned that on to realize this sooner. Oh, man. This is a great day. This is a great day. My wife had a bit of a freak out and was like, "What are you doing?" I stopped and reminded her that she said I could use the dryer whenever I wanted. She countered by saying that she didn't say I could use it that way. So I'm not sure if my wife has a point here. I definitely did not explicitly state how I was going to use the dryer, but there was no conversation of limitations beforehand. Am I the red flag? First of all, if I don't see the Dyson Beam Blaster on Target shelves by June, I'm filing a patent and making it myself. Second, I don't think you're, unless you keep doing this without her permission, then you are. But you're not quite, either. It's not polite to use your wife's products in a certain way without her consent. And it's also dumb to hop on a public forum and ask if your wife has a point, because of course she does. It's her things. A heads up would be nice if you're going to use her dryer so close to your head. So for this, I'm going to give you a sir. And it's funny. It's funny, guys. I can't help it. There is something wholesome about walking in on your husband, air blasting his balls to the Halo theme song. And I could be wrong, but it just feels like a harmless mistake. And he's just having some fun on Reddit. And sir, please send me your gamer tag. Okay? We're doing 1v1s on midship. BRs only. Okay? Blaster Chief. All right, moving on. Before we move on, 69.4% of you aren't heel clicking that button. Come on. I read stories. I run through a public park with gigantic flags and permanent lumbar damage. My back hurts. But I do it for you. So it's worth it. Okay, so this last one is actually not a story. It's a video. But it does come from Reddit. So I was randomly scrolling through Twitch streamers with no viewers.
Oh, he's got a gato!
What's up, man? Thanks, man.
Cutie patootie alert!
I've got them all over. My friend from childhood, he did this piece here, and a month later, so that's the only thing I got left from him. I've done a lot of these myself. I didn't have such a great childhood, but when I did this, I took the pain away. Mom's, it's just a tough, touchy subject. The whole thing with him is he saved me, and I couldn't save him.
Oh.
Emotional support, you click!
We've been trying to figure out how to get my medication. You just don't know what you just did, man. I do appreciate that so much.
I'm not crying. There's just a creak in my eyes.
I have like, dude, I don't know if you could see it. I have goosebumps, man, because you can tell he's held this in for so long, and just like even mentioning it crumbled him. This post was like a year ago, I think. I want to see what he's up to now. I want to see what his follow count's at now. What is he at now? 263,000. There's a lot of crap on Reddit. We've read a lot of it. It's a toxic wasteland at times, but it's also this. This is proof that the internet can come together, can feel for a man, and see that the value that he's actually putting out in the world, because he is. He's a sweet, caring, genuine person. He does 3D and resin prints. He builds plastic metal model kits and paints, and he builds Lego kits, and that's perfect for Twitch. People saw that he's a really good person, and he's bringing a lot of value. And they were like, you know what? We're going to come together and we're going to change this man's life. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. And if this wasn't enough emotional sustenance, press the rectangle in the top left corner. It's another wholesome Reddit stories video, and I cried in this one. So yeah, okay. Toodles.